She was disgusted, Aidan.
And then instead of like, I said, I'm going to buy you a drink now, I'm really sorry for doing that. She just goes, no, it's okay, I'm just going to go over here now. And I fucking destroyed Borky's chances.
Over here now, like nowhere in particular.
I'm just going to go over here. I'm getting the fuck out of here is what she was saying.
Aidan, you fucking drenched her on me.
I absolutely destroyed your chances there.
I was inconsolable. Now, I would have fucked it up anyway, but...
It was a good thing I was drunk because I would have felt really bad and I probably wouldn't have been.
You mean you didn't feel bad?
Not at the time I did. I found it really funny actually, but it was later on thinking about it, I was like, that was kind of a shitty thing to do.
It was a shitty thing to do.
Big time,
to this day I'm still single.
But it was funny though, yeah.
And a girl hasn't talked to me since.
Yeah. I hate awkward moments with like girls, like, and like, you know, if you kind of like them or whatever. Yeah. And I remember when I was younger, I used to think that I knew this girl's brother. And we used to always talk about him, and that was like our common ground that we had.
Spares it out, did you?
Oh, and I was always saying, your brother, this, because they had John Stapleton was the guy I knew, and her brother was a John Stapleton. Yeah. So we always like assumed we were talking about the same John Stapleton. I don't know why we assumed that, but we just did.
That's a fair assumption.
It could be, but I mean, you should never just make those assumptions, because I remember one time it was just us two together, and I didn't really know her that much, so I always felt kind of a little bit awkward. And we were talking about John again, and then I said, blah blah blah, he's playing the rugby, and she's like, yeah, he plays rugby and all. And then I was like saying, he's a good bit older than you, your brother, isn't he? And he's like, no, he's only a little bit older. And I said, what do you mean he's a little bit older? And she's like, I know he's this age and that and all. And I was like, he's got red hair. And she's like, no, he doesn't have red hair. And I was like, oh my god, our whole common bond. Yeah, was this bullshit story that like was never even real, and we were just like delusional thinking that we were talking with the same guy. And I remember it actually just, the whole conversation, we're on the bus together and the conversation just died, and we're just sitting beside each other and we didn't talk one word to each other for the rest of the way.
Oh fucking hell.
I felt Borky. That was the most embarrassing moment of my life. I actually feel like I'm going red even just talking with that story right now.
It
was so fucking embarrassing.
We just didn't talk after that.
No, we just kind of, it was so awkward. And I think it was just best, it must have been a survival instinct that's just, we've evolved this, like, it's best that we just don't talk to each other ever again after this incident, you know. It was so embarrassing to us.
God, and was she, like, looking at you a certain way?
It was kind of like, no, it wasn't really him. And then she kind of putting on this kind of friendly smile when we got off. And then we were meeting up with other people, which was good, because, I mean, it meant that I got to feck off and pretend that it didn't actually happen, and then I didn't feel embarrassed as much then. No, that was a terribly embarrassing story, I have to be honest.
Jesus Christ, Aidan, I thought, like, normally in that kind of situation, you kind of like, oh no, that's not him, you must think of someone else, and then you go on anyway.
But like, that's what I mean, it's when you're young, like, I mean, I think sometimes when I was a teenager, I was a little bit awkward, you know.
Nah, we all have those comparison forms.
And especially when you're starting talking to girls or whatever, you feel just a little bit shy, regardless if you fancy them or not. You always just kind of feel just a little bit, you just feel a little bit threatened, or I don't know.
You know what I think that is as well, Aidan? It's like, I think we went to the same schools, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which meant for, like, I mean, how old were we when we left a school that was actually mixed men and...
I only turned 17.
Boys and girls. No, I mean... We were in a school with girls for...
Up until year 8.
Eight years of age.
And then we had to go into all boys schools then after.
Yeah, and then after that... And now there's like a girls' school down the road, but like... Yeah.
But we never really interacted with them. So I think it's actually not really good. It's not really a good idea to actually seclude.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna get a bit of shagging behind the bike shed on a mixed school.
There's always those guys in the class, you know, that are always going over to the school and checking out the girls and all. But when I was younger, I didn't really have a lot of interest in girls until maybe I was about 16, 17.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I just wasn't interested. I just wanted to be with me buddies and hang out and just have a bit of a laugh. I just wasn't into the whole...
Then your hormones kicks in.
Yeah, and then you're in trouble then, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean...
How many times have you died now?
3, I think. I was going on hard modes and stuff.
Doesn't the difficulty level, the curve, just like completely... Like...
Yeah, all of a sudden,
it's just a really tough game. It's just launching down,
nobody's born with experience of talking to girls, and no girl is born with experience of lads, like. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of helps if you have a sister, or if you're a girl, if you have a brother. I don't. I have none of that. So.
I think girls do a little bit better though in those situations than guys. I think we feel that we probably have a lot to prove, whereas girls can kind of like, for guys sometimes you see girls and you're just like, you know, it's. I think it's. I could be wrong. It could be maybe like obviously there's girls that like suffer as well with these things, but sometimes I think that guys always have to try to prove themselves more than a girl tries to prove themselves. So
we have to be the peacock.
we kind of feel there's that little extra bit of pressure. It's not true though. Like generally, just like generally there does seem to be that kind of. I'm trying to concentrate.
You're spragging out here now.
Yeah, I actually am. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Stop spragging, will you?
Yeah. But I just think that sometimes for guys, maybe it's just a cultural thing or whatever here or whatever, but it seems that we feel a little bit more awkward. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe there's other guys out there saying, never happened to me. I was that guy in the bike shed with all those women. You know what I mean? That was me.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I'm sure a lot of people kind of felt that way.
Oh, we all have our very awkward experiences. I mean, that's...
You don't really want to relive them. Like, even reliving that experience with that girl, that's really painful for me. It's just so awkward, like, you know. Gives me the sweats.
I have this kind of tick. I don't know. If I remember something embarrassing that happened to me, I always kind of like raise my eyebrows.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like do this.
That's how you kind of relive it. Like
you're
probably saying you're probably raising your eyebrows, saying,
well. But you know what? And I remember reading this. It's like take even someone that you know very well and think of the most embarrassing thing that happened to them. You don't know.
Yeah.
In fact, most of the time you don't even remember.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know the most embarrassing thing that happened to you. I wasn't there, so.
Yeah, exactly. And even if you were there and you're witness and all that, you probably didn't think it was as embarrassing as I made it out to be.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean,
it's a subjective thing.
It's not. Yeah. So it's not as bad. Like if you make it.
It's how you feel in that moment.
And in terms of like being self-conscious and people looking at you, oh god, everyone's looking at me.
Yeah.
Like
that's not true at all.
Yeah. The harsh reality is
you're not that important.
That's it. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah,
about you, really.
It really is. Yeah.
I mean,
there's very few people that will ever care for you. You know.
Exactly.
Which just goes to show that you just are not important.
Exactly.
Many people are going to go to your funeral, and many people there are actually wanting to be there.
Yeah, you only need 6 people to carry your coffin.
Well, that's it. Yeah. You know?
I mean, yeah. I mean, people care about you, but you know, life goes on, and nobody cares about. Nobody cares about something embarrassing you did 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I always like, just personally, I think myself, look, if you look at yourself as just not as important, you're just not like you're just you're here and you'll be gone one day. And try not to worry about things too much. I think it's just an easier way just to get through life, you know, rather than having to think that, there has to be a reason for this, reason for that. And
well, that's what you have to kind of know and be aware of.
Yeah, like I mean, like I don't look at myself more important than anyone else. Like obviously, I think in my mind, okay, I want good things to happen to me, this, that, and the other.
We all think we're great.
But I don't think I'd be better than anyone in any sense of form, you know.
Yeah, because. I mean, yeah, you try and do the best you can.
I'm better than you now. Like, I mean, I've proved in some of the games that we've played that I'm definitely...
that's subjective, though.
Come on.
It's, I mean, obviously you want to do the best you can and things like that. And if you, like, you're so focused on yourself that you don't have a time these days for people around you. But, like, people will say, oh, you know, I can't do this because it'd be embarrassing. I can't ask this girl because it'd be awkward. I can't do this because it'd be that. It's like, no.
You're shooting yourself in the foot.
Time,
that kind of attitude.
Yeah, exactly. And time is just like, as I say, like, you don't care about things that happened to you, embarrassing things that happened to you like 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. No one does. So, yeah, I know.
No one remembers. So don't let things like that hold you back.
Nah, but sometimes, though, when you do think back to some things you did, it's fucking... It's disgraceful.
But nobody thinks of it.
The shame of it, you know.
Nobody else wants to think
I wonder if that girl actually...
yeah, do you still talk to her?
Ever know?
No? Is she accessible? Like
someone that I just kind of knew when I was younger, like, but I didn't really know her that well. I just knew her through people, and we're going meeting up the same group of people, and we live kind of not so far by me. I just saw this was just incidental that we met each other on the bus.
Yeah, exactly.
And we started talking, and then obviously our common little thing was her brother, and I knew him.
Or so you thought.
And that's the only common ground I had with her, and I kind of liked her, you know. But it's just that was just heartbreaking that I wasn't the same person, you know, that we were talking about the whole time. That made me feel so fucking stupid.
That shattered your whole symbiosis.
It did, big time. Yeah. Did you ever have a really awkward moment with maybe not, like, it doesn't have to be like with a woman or anything, but do you ever have just a real awkward moment that when you think back you say to yourself, oh God, Jesus Christ?
Yeah, what was I thinking of?
Yeah.
Well, I am very good at blocking things out, so that story when I spurged out was kind of like, it's very recent, it's fresh in my mind. I would probably block it out.
I guarantee you that, like, that girl that you're speaking with, like, wasn't even aware. She's just like, okay, he probably knows these things. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
It's not as tragic as you might think.
No.
It's tragic.
Like, when you tell me that, I can understand from your point of view that, like, you felt that you're just like...
I kept going though, Aidan. You know, I think I was being slightly urged to stop and I couldn't do it.
Yeah. It's when you feel like you should be stopping is when you just keep on going.
Yeah. To mitigate the damage. It's like, oh, wait. It's like you're justifying why you even opened
Yeah. But you're just making it even worse and worse as you just keep on going. You just need to shut your mouth and that's it.
Exactly.
Just actually just say nothing. It might be weird, but you're not going to damage yourself, you know. Damage limitations.
I'll tell you, Aidan, that girl you're talking about who you thought you knew her brother, if you added her on Facebook now,
Yeah.
You'd probably be able to have a good old chat with her.
I
Like,
wouldn't even remember who I am.
would you reckon?
I don't know.
Call the police.
I don't think.
But if you remind her who you were and say, "Oh, I'm Aidan. We used to. I don't know."
You know what, Borky? I see the way you're saying all that. Like, if I met her now, and if I was in that same situation, like, again, let's say I got into that same situation again. Now,
What you mean?
I'd actually let's just say that exact story I told happened again. Okay.
Okay.
Or not that it happened again. It only happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like on the bus now, say tomorrow, and the same thing happened. I thought I knew this Kira's brother, and then she goes, "No, that's not my brother." I'd actually have a big laugh with her about it.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
wouldn't feel awkward, and I think I made her feel awkward because she saw how awkward I was.
Yeah. Nobody knew what to say then.
Exactly, and that's what I actually made the situation worse by being awkward like that.
Yeah.
I'd actually really find it like funny. I'd
Yeah.
actually be like laughing. I'd be saying like, "Oh my god, I'm such a idiot." Blah blah blah. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's what you do. It's
it's weird just when you're a teenager, just an awkward bastard.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe like you haven't actually had that many interactions with girls, and you're thinking, "Oh God, how do I act? I've done this." But now you just laugh at it. You just
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. I hope it was. I can picture it now, Aidan, because you are going red and you're on telling that story.
It's just a bit disgusting. Like, it's a disgusting story. I just let myself down.
I can probably, if you give me some time now, right? I can't think of any now really, but give me some time and I'll come up with some awkward stories.
Yeah.
And we'll tell them the next time.
Yeah, definitely should. Yeah.
And we'll everyone can have a good old laugh at me.
Yeah.
And they will. But that's, you can content yourself with that Virgin story with the cartridge labels today.
Oh yeah.
Important knowledge for a retro connoisseur like me.
Oh definitely. Yeah. I don't even know why you even bother with all that stuff, but
Well,
each their own. That's all I'm saying.
What, like columns?
Yeah.
Great games like columns, which you haven't even spoken about.
No, yeah. What can you really say playing this game though, honestly?
Well, it's not even ending. I've died about 6 times. I've got my screen has nothing to do with your screen. Look, I'm dead now. All I'm doing is getting scores.
Do you want to keep going, or do you want to?
I think this game's run its course to be
Yeah.
honest, Aidan. But I'll leave you with a bit of advice, and a little bit of advice for you and the viewer. See the way you were going mad about. I already said. She's not even thinking about that anymore. She would probably laugh about it if you laughed about it. But like, no matter how awkward you are, and if you're thinking, "Oh, I want to ask this girl out, but it would be real awkward," I always say they can't take you out and shoot you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I always say.
So you'll survive.
Exactly, you'll survive.
And you have a better chance of getting like what you want if you actually go for it.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. Because exactly. If you don't do it, then you're never going to get a right answer, are you?
Are we getting very preachy now? Are we?
I think so. Yeah. A little bit. I mean, what do I know? The only fucking girl I talk to, you fucking hit a glass into playing whack-a-mole. I was just about to chat her up. You know, people saying, I was just about to like some nerd saying, "Oh, I was just about to talk to her," and then some fucking jock came in.
Ruined all my chances.
Yeah,
what would you do?
jock.
What would you do if later on, like, you just saw me, like, you went up to collect your coat out of the cloakroom, and I was up there kissing her, like, just like,
Yeah. I hate. Have you ever seen that the girl you're into, and you turn around and they're with someone else?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You're not meant to see.
And you don't even know who she is. You never met her before, but you feel heartbroken. Like, you know, you feel like they're kind of disappointed.
Even if you know the girl and you turn around and your heart, like, it's a special type of heart sinking.
Yeah, I actually remember where I was out before. Actually, I think you were there as well. I can't remember, but just out with a group of us, right? And I just remember, like, there was this girl that one of my friends was getting stuck into, and they were kissing, and they were having a good time, and they were having good fun and all that.
Yeah.
And then, so it seemed that he was buying our drinks and all, and they seemed to have this good, like, little interaction thing going, right?
Yeah.
And the girl was kind of really drunk, and then me and my brother went to the bathroom, and when we came out of the bathroom, we saw that girl with another guy absolutely chewing the face. And me and my brother looked at each other, and we're just like, "Oh, that's kind of like a bit bad, like, you know."
Yeah, like straight away.
We just turned around and said, "Look, don't say anything to our friend about it, because it'd probably just like piss him off." So we just pretended that we just never saw her and just continued on about our business, you know.
Yeah, I think you're right to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just heartbreaking news.
Yeah, but I mean, like, she had every right to do that if she wanted to do, you know. But it's just like you feel for your friend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Buying our drinks and everything, folks.
I know, yeah. Well, that's the reality of it all.
Yeah, but can't take them out back and shoot them. That's what I always say.
That's true. So just go for it.
Yeah, if you're thinking about asking a girl out or something like that, or anything like that, they can't take you out back and shoot you.
Yeah.
If I fuck up and work, they can't shoot me. If
Exactly.
I ask a girl out, she says no, she can't shoot me.
Exactly. You just live embarrassment and shame every time you think about it.
Just don't be an awkward fuck. Try not to spare you out, and you'll do okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't be me.
Yeah.
And don't be Aidan whacking moles.
Yeah, I think we can all kind of admit to just being a complete gobshite
What Aidan
in social situations.
What Aidan didn't tell you is that you actually went home with that girl that night. So
Oh, really?
Black and all, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was actually, it was a preconceived, premeditated attack.
We fell out with each other for years after that, didn't
Yeah, but we're okay now.
we? Yeah.
Where is she now?
Where is she now?
In
Jesus.
her bed.
She's upstairs right now, yeah.
Oh God, Aidan, I think this
Yeah, I think it's one.
I think this game is done.
I think it is. I'll just hold down here. So game over.
Game over. I won with 60,000 points. You got?
Did you? You actually got 60,000?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Better believe it. I got more jewels and more.
I didn't even know
levels.
there were jolts.
So okay, I did not put in WNK. Was that you?
Oh my God, WNK.
I didn't put that in.
Dick. Second one is Dick.
I put
Piss.
I put in Dick and Piss.
No, you did you?
Yeah, I put in Dick and Piss, but I didn't put in wank.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
it's not wank. It's wink. Well, I don't think that's a bad word in the United States, so,
No.
or Japan for that matter.
Nope.
But anyway, that was columns.
Take care, everybody.
I'm sick. I'm just gonna say I'm sick of columns. I do spreadsheets all day in work.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that must drive you bleeding mad. Sorry for making you play that game, Borgie.
How to play with the jewels. You
Yeah.
put your hand in your pocket and
Yeah.
put your hand in your pocket, dig underneath your bow sack.
And you do what the guy there, his name,
Yeah.
number 1, WNK.
WNK and move them about
And that's it.
vertically.
So this must be probably an arcade game, was it?
Must have been, yeah. God, nobody played this, I'm sure.
Nah.
I mean, you're gonna play Golden Axe or like some shooting game, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway,
Yeah, slán everybody.
slán
Thanks for
go
watching.
Go with Margaret.
Hope you enjoyed the video, and we hope to see you on the next one.
And don't spare Joe.
And never spare you. Yeah.
Slán, lad.